Hello, my name is Jacob Graham. We're joined by my lovely wife, and right now we have my in-laws on FaceTime. Can you guys wave? Hi.
Wave, guys.
Wave.
Wave.
They're waving.
I can't see.
All right.
Okay. No, Mom, not that.
Solar power is the future for you, your city, and the world. In 2500 BC, Ra, the Egyptian god of sun, worshipped as the creator of the seasons, plants, animals, humans, and all life on earth, was considered the most powerful god and the ruler of all the Egyptian gods. Egyptians believed that the sun was Ra, and Ra was believed to be the embodiment of life and creation. Although the Egyptians believed the sun was an all-powerful god, they were not far from the truth. They knew the sun was the most powerful object in our solar system, and with it came all life to our planet. Today, the sun can do more than create plants with its light. It emits enough light in 1 hour to supply more energy than is used globally in a year. Across the world, fossil fuels are becoming more and more difficult to find and more expensive to produce. Nations around the world know that our fossil fuel reservoirs are being depleted rapidly and are trying to point the public towards a solution, which is solar. As a homeowner, I understand the anxiety that comes with the house, the rising electric bill, the cost of the natural gas, and the constant pressure to keep the bills low. I love saving money and heard about solar incentives in Colorado. I wanted to see if solar is the best alternative, and through research found it to be the best choice. Over the course of my research, I discovered 3 reasons why we should switch to solar. The first being, because solar panels themselves do not create any emissions, it is a safer, cleaner energy source. Solar photovoltaic panel or PV systems will also save you money. And our third reason is solar energy system prices will remain the same from day one. Let's get a better look at how many pollutants are made by solar panels and fossil fuels in the whole process. What are the environmental costs? While solar does have many benefits compared to fossil fuels, it has some environmental costs. Like many naysayers have brought up, it still creates some emissions in the manufacture of the panels. It still affects land and water resources, and it does utilize hazardous material in its construction. However, their environmental impact pales in comparison to our current use of fossil fuels, coal, and natural gas. Currently, it costs about 10 cents per kilowatt hour for utility scale solar energy and 12 cents per kilowatt hour for residential solar energy, while coal costs about 11 cents per kilowatt hour and natural gas is about 9 cents a kilowatt hour. However, when you add the environmental damages such as water and land impacts and the emissions that coal brings, it brings the cost for coal to 35 cents per kilowatt hour, while solar remains at about 20 cents per kilowatt hour. As mentioned earlier, solar does create some environmental externalities. However, these are far fewer and have a much smaller impact on our environment. As found by a Harvard study, coal has been connected to kidney, lung, and cardiovascular disease, as well as been found to create birth defects and lower the birth rates in areas around the surface mining operations. This list of issues increases with time, and it is time that we make the permanent switch. Solar not only is cleaner and impacts our environment less, it is also a cheaper energy source. Solar energy will save you money. First things first, solar, many people believe, is actually a fuel source, but in reality, it's a technology. Solar panels aren't a fuel, it's a piece of technology that absorbs sunlight and turns it directly into electricity. And because it's a technology, constantly solar is being revolutionized and recreated. It's being reimagined. And because of this, it is constantly decreasing in price. While the cost of fossil fuels continue to grow, the best part about solar is it will remain the same or decrease. Currently, Colorado is offering incentives or price cuts on solar installation. It is possible right now to save an additional 30% of the cost of the system if you act soon. This additional savings will help alleviate the costs now. The sooner the system is in place, the sooner the savings will come. Even if you are paying for the system over a period of 10 years, once that initial cost is gone, you will start saving. Whereas staying on coal and natural gas, the cost can only increase. Also, everybody gets the idea that solar energy seems to take up too much space. They think, oh, well, I need to have a huge backyard or a large field next to me to take up all the solar panels. And that is just not the case. Currently, all you need and all that is required is the space on your roof to install the solar panels. And really, that's not that much space after all. As I've mentioned earlier, coal and natural gas will cost you more as time progresses. But the cost of your solar energy system will be fixed. So because of this, you'll get less stress. People think, it takes way too long to pay off these solar panels. But on average, it takes about 10 to 15 years to pay off a solar PV system installed on your house. And that is less than it takes to pay off an average mortgage, which is about 30 years. So for anywhere between 15 to 20 years after you finish buying your solar system or solar energy system, you are still paying on your house. One of the best features, though, about using solar energy is that the price is only going to stay the same or go down. The day a system is purchased until the day it is installed in the house, and until the day the system is paid off, the cost will not increase like coal and natural gas. The price is fixed while you're paying off the system. Once the system is paid off, all the energy you harness from that day forward is completely free. No more monthly stress when the bills come in, no more worrying if the electric bill is going to increase. Additionally, professionals are expecting to see a 28% price decrease over the next 5 years, which is due to the technology being revolutionized and finding cheaper methods of production. So yes, there are several good reasons to look to solar instead of coal and natural gas. And as I have proved, solar is a clean and it is a cost-effective alternative. So you might be asking yourself, is solar right for me? Yes, solar is right for everyone. For years, people have heard that solar is just as expensive as coal and natural gas, and maybe it was then. But today, however, that has changed. Over the last decade, since China, the technological giant, has begun the production of solar PV cells, prices have dropped drastically. For years, people have heard that solar is just as harmful to the environment as fossil fuels, and that has changed. Methods of production have improved. They are now cleaner, they use less land, less water, and fewer resources. Today, more than ever before, solar is lowering energy costs, is helping maintain a cleaner environment, and saving money for millions around the globe. And every year, solar technology is revolutionized. Will you join the revolution? For more information, please visit energy.gov and you too can install a solar panel system on your house. Thank you.
Yay.
Again, this is my wife. Hi, and
Wait,
my
bye.
in-laws are watching in on FaceTime. So
Wait, bye.
thank you guys very much.
They're just like,
Okay, bye.
bye.